What up? Welcome to another episode of What Are You Watching? TV segment of the channel. Episode 1094 of One Piece out now. A little bit of a change of pace from this episode. Not as action-packed as last week. As the focus shifts back to the island with the Straw Hats. We saw Luffy, Chopper, and Jinbei accompanied by young Bonnie, still being on the run from this pacifista. And of course, since a couple episodes ago, we saw that Bonnie assumed this Kuma pacifista to be her father. She didn't want Luffy to do any harm to him. But we do know that the pacifistas are government soldiers. They're on a government island, Vegapunk's island. And so after they finally do get away, we learn a little bit about Kuma's backstory, which is interesting because he's proclaimed to be a evil king from Sorbet Kingdom, if I'm not mistaken, and was believed to be exiled by his citizens. But Bonnie says that he hated the world government, so it makes me think that he was blackmailed somehow and made to give up his kingdom because of the government, accompanied by the fact that we know he was part of a special race, like she said, and they used his body to, of course, make pacifistas. Which is all ironic because towards the second half of the episode, when the action shifts to the rest of the Straw Hats and they finally get to the island, Robin, Sanji, Nami, and Usopp go to Vegapunk's lab. Brook and Zoro decide to stay on the ship to look after it, of course, which is logical. So when they finally get to the lab, they run into a pacifista who has, ironically, Jinbei's body, who was also a Seven Warlord, just like Kuma. So ready lets us know that, like the ones we've seen before that look like Boa Hancock and King, they've obviously used the Seven Warlords to make pacifistas. But the episode does leave us with a twister because we see one of the Vegapunks, we've seen that he's been divided into 7 parts, is having a conversation with Dragon. So that makes me think that while the government thinks that they seem to have this island under control the whole time, it could have been an information bay for the revolutionary army. So the plot thickens like always. We know that we're getting to the latter part of the story, and so One Piece is starting to get deeper. We saw at the beginning of this arc that the island that Sabo was on was basically wiped off the map, and so we know that the world government has the capabilities to do such things, so who knows what they've erased from the books. Time will tell, but as always, let me know what you guys thought about the episode. As much as I love the action, I'm always interested in learning more about the pirate world, so can't wait for next week. Peace.